Hello again, M.1. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's video about food from around the world. What food was your favorite? What food do you want to eat? Or what country would you like to go to? Today, we'll continue to study about food from around the world and also look at how we can cook some different foods and what words we use when we're talking about cooking. So let's get started. Okay, first of all, let's recap the food from around the world that we looked at in yesterday's lesson. So, do you remember what are these? I have this crispy shell, some meat, salad, cheese. They are, of course, tacos, and they're from Mexico. Tacos from Mexico. Have you tried them? I have. They're very delicious. Next, this big dish full of rice, seafood, sausage, maybe chicken. Very, very nice. Makes me feel very hungry. It is called paella, and it's from Spain. Everyone's favorite. I'm sure everyone's tried this food. It's, of course, pizza. And pizza originally is from Italy. Italy. Do you remember this one? From an Asian country, big country. This is duck, but it's a special type of duck. It's called Peking duck, and it's from China. What's this? Maybe you've tried it. In this bowl, different vegetables, meat, sauce on the side. This one is called bibimbap, and it comes from Korea. Have you tried it? Do you like it? Everyone's tried this very famous food from Thailand. Of course, it is tom yam goong, spicy soup with prawns. Very delicious. This one, my favorite, from the UK, where I'm from. Very famous around the world. Very simple, but very delicious. Fish and chips from the UK. What's this? Noodle soup. Very delicious, very warm. Lots of meat and herbs. It's pho, but where's it from? Do you remember? Near Thailand, Vietnam. What about this? These sticks with meat and vegetables on. Very delicious. They're grilled on a barbecue normally. They are kebabs, and they're from Turkey. Turkey. Next, this one, which is raw fish. That means it's not been cooked. Wrapped over some rice, maybe some vegetables. We can dip it in a spicy sauce. It is sushi. And of course, everyone knows sushi comes from Japan. Very famous food from Japan. Now, that was the food we learned yesterday from around the world. The next question, can you cook? Let's find out. Do you think yes or no? How do we cook? Let's look at some action verbs about cooking. Different verbs we can use when we're cooking. Okay. So here you can see what's she doing in this bowl. What do we call this? Mix. Okay, mix, M-I-X, mix. This is when we stir or put together more than one ingredient. So in this bowl, she's mixing. Not sure what's there, maybe some eggs and some flour, some butter. She's using this tool to mix together. What about this? Looks very hot in that pot. There's some meat and some vegetables in there. Boil. To cook food by putting it in water that is boiling. So when the water gets very hot and it starts to boil, we can cook food by putting the food inside the water in a pot and boiling it. Boil. Now another way we can cook food, not boiling, this one, grill. Cook food over fire or hot coals. So maybe a barbecue, you can grill, okay? We can grill meat or we can grill vegetables, a bit like the kebabs we saw from Turkey. What about this one? He has this machine. He's got lots of things in there and it's spinning around. He's got a very sharp knife inside which cuts up all the food very small. Blend. Blend. To mix or combine together. So a bit like mix, but this one much more, okay, much quicker for different things. If we want to blend lots of vegetables together to make a sauce, we can use a blender like he's doing. Blend. And this one, you can see there's some herbs or some salads or some green vegetable on the chopping board. He's got a very sharp knife. Chop. To cut something into pieces with a knife. So we use a knife, we can chop the vegetables, chop the meat, chop the herbs, okay? Chop. Okay, what about this? Potatoes. I like to eat potatoes, but before you eat them, you have to peel them. Peel. That means to remove the skin of fruit and vegetables. Peel. Can you think of any other vegetables or fruit which we need to peel? Have a think. What about this? Now that's not water, that's oil. So this one is fry. To cook food in hot oil. So I think this is maybe some, not sure, chicken or fish that's been cooked in the oil, so it's being fried. Okay, what about this one? It's not mix, different to mix. Stir. Stir. So this one, to mix a liquid by moving an object, such as a spoon, in a circular pattern. So if we're cooking, for example, tom yum goong, maybe we've added some vegetables and herbs and spices to the soup. We want to stir it all together. We use a spoon and slowly stir. Okay. Activity time. Let's practice using these words. Read the sentence and choose the correct verb. So, when the water, add some pasta. Do you think it's boils or stir? When the water boils or when the water stir, add some pasta. It is, of course, boils. When the water boils, add some pasta. We cook pasta in boiling water. What about this? I like to apples before I eat them. Chop. Peel. What do you think? I like to peel apples before I eat them. Now you could also chop an apple if you wanted. But this one, peel. Some people like to peel apples before they eat them. Put some chicken in a pan and it with olive oil and some onion. Blend. fry. Do we blend chicken with olive oil and onion in a pan? No, we fry. So put some chicken in a pan and fry it with olive oil and some onion. Sounds delicious. Can you help me? The pumpkin into small cubes. Chop or mix. So if we have a big pumpkin, we want to make it into small cubes. What do? We need to chop it. So can you help me chop the pumpkin into small cubes? To make pancakes, we have to flour, eggs, and milk. Stir or mix? Of course, we have to mix together the flour, the eggs, and the milk to make the pancake. And that's it for today. So we've recapped some of the food from around the world, and we've learned some new cooking verbs. So maybe next time you're cooking or you're helping your mum, your dad cook, you can use these words: mix, stir, chop. Okay. I hope you've had a good day and you've enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.